Welcome, everyone, to the third episode of Two Drunk Guys Watch. I'm your host, Rory MacLeod, and with me tonight is David Smith. Say hello, David.
Hello.
And what are we drinking tonight?
I'm drinking something called a Gentle Ben, and I don't think it's going to be gentle because I'm taking my responsibility tonight on Two Drunk Guys Watch very seriously.
Wasn't Gentle Ben like a TV show with a bear?
It could be. I was actually thinking of like Gentle Uncle Ben from Spider-Man.
Okay.
Wasn't that his name?
I don't know. Uncle Ben. I don't know if he was gentle. He died pretty quickly. All right, and yes. Tonight I'm drinking Sam Adams Oktoberfest, as I have in the past. So let's get going with this movie. So we're watching something called The Devil's Hand, and we will get started right now. And there's The Crown. Crown International Pictures. We're in for a treat.
A little trivia on Crown. They distributed a movie I know you're familiar with, Orgy of the Dead.
Okay.
And had a hit in the 80s with Tomboy and
I think I've seen
My
that
Tutor.
one.
22 million in 1983. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. It sounds familiar. That's pretty good surf music here.
Very good. I bet this guy must have written some music for other things besides just this.
Maybe it's was it Jerry Vale? Wasn't he a big surf music?
You talking about Dick Dale?
Oh, maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not from this era, so I barely know about it. Yeah, this is probably the biggest expense in this whole movie is this bit right here. Jack Miles, who completely botched it. We have a dance theme. That must be this.
It's really setting the tone for the
William
film, I think. It looks,
wow, that's unfortunate.
It's very tropical.
Yes.
And here we go. Palm trees.
Yes, because this is set on a beach with surfers. Pretty sure. She's feeding them like
There
pop
you
rocks
are.
and stuff.
Couldn't walk around those trees.
My date for the afternoon. You're 20 minutes late.
You bastard.
You hear that? He says he's sorry.
Maybe that's like an earlier
You think I
prototype
should
for
marry a
Zsa
man
Zsa
who's late for his
Gabor.
appointment?
Yeah, I don't know what that accent
Proposing again.
Only for the 17th time.
Well, you waited all your life for the perfect mate. What's 20 minutes more?
You know, I do kind of wonder
You should
about
get
that
over
Zsa
that
Zsa Gabor
inferiority
connection because
complex.
she was kind of popular back then. I wonder if they were trying to mimic that.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I didn't get much sleep last
Too
night.
busy spanking it.
Or the night before, or the night before that. Why don't you see your doctor? Or get some sleeping pills. That may help.
How about some
Wouldn't do any
opioids?
good.
Well, let's get some lunch. You haven't got much time left on your lunch hour.
There's no rush.
They fired me.
Why? They make you the boss or something?
I quit the other day.
Oh,
You didn't
I'm
tell
sure your
me.
fiance loves to hear the fact
You
that you
said
quit
that
your
this
new
job
job.
was your big chance in electronics so that you could develop some of your own ideas. You said it was the kind of security you wanted for us to get married.
This guy definitely
I
went
know
to
what
the
I said.
expressive eyebrows school of
Be a little
acting.
patient with me.
Yes.
Please.
That's, by the way, for our viewers, that's Alan Alda's dad from MASH fame.
Dream music.
You know, they had those, back in this time period, they had those, like, concept cars, and they would have ads for them, and they had the same sort of music, and they'd show the car, and it was this fancy, you know. The 56 Buick Skylark, and you see it flying through the sky, you know.
With a woman dancing in a gauzy negligee.
Yeah, that's usually what happened, yeah. He's got to lay off the kombucha.
I'm digging that lamp. I really am. Where can I get one?
So, let's do our first sponsor for tonight.
How could I explain
This
when
guy's
I
just going to
myself
rattle on
couldn't
here. So,
understand?
you Buggin
Dream
of
about a woman
Bloomington,
night after
Indiana.
night. A woman
Buggies.
I'd never met, never seen before.
You Buggin has all your buggy
With each
needs.
dream, she became
Wheels,
more real,
seats,
more alive.
little buggy whips,
Until it
all
seemed
that
like my
shit.
hand reached out, I could have
Visit our 3 locations in Metro and Greater
Some
Bloomington,
will stronger
Indiana.
than my own brought me here.
So there we go.
Nothing was familiar.
Did you mention whips? Do they have
I'd
the
never
whips?
been
Yes,
here
little
before,
buggy
and yet
whips.
I wasn't
That
lost.
may be their biggest seller. I don't
An
know.
unknown force was guiding my steps, leading me to this courtyard.
So you guys thought I'd forget the
There
sponsors.
was
Last time I
something here
forgot.
that was drawing me
Not this
close
time.
like a magnet. I could feel it pulling
I could feel it pulling me,
closer,
pulling
closer.
on me in my special place.
And then
That's a stupid.
I saw it.
It's looking at me. It was giving me the eye. Look, he's been an all-night bender.
Speaking of which,
That's
I
it.
came back the next day with the same outfit
That
on, but
face,
it was vinyl.
the same face of the woman who comes to me in my dreams.
he
It's
put a vest on
fantastic.
over his vest.
Yeah.
Darling, it's probably just a coincidence.
That's
Or he
she,
flipped it inside out. I think that's what they
Oh,
did.
maybe
That might be
that's
the
like
liner.
maybe they're so cheap with the
More than likely someone you know,
costumes.
that
They
would
just
explain everything.
There's Commissioner Gordon.
That's it.
Hello, Mr. Turner. I have the doll ready for you.
You know my name?
Oh, I pride myself on my memory. You left your name when you brought in this
And he looks
picture.
like exactly the sort of person that would
Remarkable
devote their lives
resemblance, don't you
to
think?
running a doll shop.
Yes, yes. But there must be some mistake.
Mistake?
My first mistake
Oh,
was
I
signing
don't
on for
think
this
so.
movie.
Let me check your order. Excuse me.
Donna, I didn't bring that photo in.
He just mistook you for someone else.
Someone who looks just like you.
I don't understand this. First I dream of a face, then I see that face on a doll. Now I'm told I brought that photo in.
You're making too much out of it, Rick.
It's a real
There's just been a
mystery.
misunderstanding somewhere.
But he knew my name.
Do you
It's
walk
like
in
one of
the
those
street?
Sherlock Holmes mysteries.
No, and I'm not leading a double life.
Who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself?
Meow
Would I have
It's
yourself.
supposed
here
to
if
be
I were.
behind them. Is that a closet or just a random?
Yeah, it's like one of those closets with the
You'll
wooden
see.
slats,
There's a
like in
perfectly
Halloween.
logical
Remember when she was
explanation
hiding
for
from
all
Michael
this.
Myers and she went in
Some
that
of your
closet?
friends
It
have
would look
weird
like
ideas
that.
of humor. Maybe one of them is playing a...
My God,
Rick,
it's eyeing me.
that's me.
That's you. Okay, that could be any woman.
Sure looks like you.
It is
Doesn't
me.
it look like anybody?
Where do you get these ideas?
What are you talking about?
That
doll.
doll's not detailed to look like
Honestly,
anyone
Rick, it was
specific.
sweet of you to have it made
I think
for
it's
me.
the hair.
Oh, maybe. I like the mother-in-law
all the
doll
mystery?
behind her.
You went to so much trouble just to make it a surprise.
Donna, I didn't order this doll.
Darling, you must have.
And I'm telling you, I didn't
The
order it.
instructions
I
all
deny
checked,
everything.
Mr. Turner. Everything is
Instructions?
exactly as you ordered it. Should I wrap it or send it to Miss Bianca Milan?
Actually, just bend over. I'll show you where to
This
put
doll, who ordered it?
That one, the lady in the photograph.
Take a good look at this picture and Miss Trent here.
Yes, I see what you mean. There is a slight resemblance.
Slight? That's me.
Merely a coincidence.
it. A
I know the
slight
lady who brought
resemblance,
this
as
photo
I
in.
said.
Look, Mr.
Geppetto.
Lamont, Francis Lamont.
Lamont.
There
Lamont
must be
Sanford.
I didn't bring in any photo. I didn't order any doll. In fact, I've never even been in here before.
If
Big
you say
dummy.
so, sir, perhaps I was mistaken. It's paid for, so I'll send it to Miss Milan.
Don't laugh, it's paid for.
Rick, if you're playing some sort of a game, I don't find it very amusing. So let's take my
Are they
doll
pronouncing
and
that Bianca?
Donna, I...
Milan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just wrap this
I think
one
they
up.
just
I'll
they
take
just wing it. They don't know.
This one, I'm afraid, is not for sale. If you'd care to leave a photo, I'd be happy to make one up for this young lady.
Wait a minute. I thought he was giving that to
She
them.
is the lady.
Not anymore.
This transaction's very confusing.
No, sir. She is not.
Ooh. Whenever they do the dramatic
Come on,
close-up like that, you know something's
go.
up.
Yeah, and it's always followed by that music so far. The soap opera music.
They're getting a lot of mileage out of that music. He's gonna take that downstairs and, yeah, have his way with it. This is the fanciest back room of any store in LA.
But this is kind of what you'd expect an adult man who's a doll proprietor to just really have in their basement.
Yeah. And the cape and everything, yeah, I can see that.
That man, he's frightened.
Like,
He just stood there looking at me.
I don't understand this.
why would it? Here we go.
Doesn't first plot point here.
Literally.
Plot point jabbed into her ribs.
What is it? Take it
Oh, I feel like it's the end of Act 1. Oh. And I was going to take her home and take advantage of her.
Nope. This doll's for sale.
It's all mine now, baby. There's his mom back there.
Hey, what happened to that poor woman?
Yeah.
Nothing unusual about that.
Nah.
Smoking at the hospital.
Don't you miss those days?
Dr. Wright, report to clinic.
Whoa.
How is she, Doc? I just had Dr. Moore corroborate my diagnosis. It's a coronary condition, a muscle spasm of the heart.
How bad is it?
Well, she could
hard to
die,
say
but
at
other
this
than
stage.
that, no problem.
Actually, her symptoms are a bit puzzling.
It all happened so fast.
It usually does, Mr. Turner. Now, you try not to worry. We're doing everything possible for her. Right now, she's resting quietly under sedation.
And I have to tell you, your insurance
You're
really
gonna try to get
sucks,
some
so
sleep
we're not
yourself.
doing a whole
We'll
lot.
be
But,
able to see her tomorrow.
Thanks, Doc.
10:30 at night. That's a long wait.
yeah.
It was 5:30 when they were at the shop.
Rick,
Rick.
Rick, I'm here. What's the matter? Can't sleep?
Well, I was sleeping until the ghost appeared.
Relax, Rick.
Relax, Rick. It'll all be over soon.
What shall I do to entertain you?
She has an accent too. Everybody has an accent in this.
Yeah.
Until your head throbs with the
It's
sound
the
of my
Robert Alda effect.
Shall I dance for you?
He insists in all his movies.
Blood races through your veins. Do you find me desirable? Would you kiss me if you could? Would you
He'd
hold
do
me
more to
close?
kiss you if he could. Don't worry about it.
I'm dreaming. It must be. What do you want?
You,
Who are you?
the man at the doll shop told you. Bianca Milan.
Oh, that's the Bianca
Like this on the
Milan.
back of the photograph.
Aha!
Get it, Rick. And bring the doll. It's so simple.
So in the hero's journey, this is the supernatural aid, I guess. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term. Dave, have you heard of the hero's journey?
Yes, isn't that Campbell?
Yeah, Joseph Campbell. Yeah. So
Now, Mr. Turner can
the best
only
example of
stay
the
a few
hero's
minutes.
journey
You're
in
not to get
modern
excited.
literature
always
slash
get
cinema
excited
would
when
be
I see
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Well, I don't blame you. He's quite a man.
It's very obvious that he used that to kind of structure the movie, but at some point our hero gets supernatural aid. In the case of Star Wars, it would be Obi-Wan Kenobi. In the case of this movie, I guess it's that ghost.
How do you feel?
Like a steamroller hit me.
Well, that makes two of us.
Although I don't know how strongly this
You
adheres to
tell
the
me
hero's
before you
journey,
had
but
trouble? With your heart, I mean.
I didn't.
oh,
Until I
speaking of
fell
that, I
in
should
love
probably
with you.
tell our
That will teach me never
audience
to be
about this
jealous
movie.
again.
So, this is The Devil's
That'll-
Hand, 1961, aka Witchcraft, The
That'll be
Naked Goddess, Devil's Doll, and Live to
It's
Love.
supposed to get you excited.
It has
Tell
all,
me, Rick.
all those titles.
Apparently,
Yes,
according to
man,
Wikipedia, it
I
does.
told her when you
So,
went to the
normally a movie that goes through
Yeah.
that many titles has probably got a lot of issues, which, so we'll see. But,
Last night I had another
independent
dream.
horror movie,
Whatever the devil
let's
you
see,
were
stars Robert Alda, who I
Same girl?
mentioned
Only this
is
time she spoke.
Alan Alda's
She
dad.
said if I wanted to finally
Also
dance with
stars
the
Neil
all I had to
Hamilton,
do was
who
bring the
was
doll.
Commissioner Gordon in the
Why, isn't she
Batman
helpful?
series from the
Well,
60s.
I've got to see her.
So this
She's
is actually
got to
pre-Batman
find out
for
whether she's
him.
real or not. Once and for all, I gotta
Anywho,
get this thing off my
let's
back.
see, we've got Crown International Pictures, as
I
we
know you
talked
have
about
to see
earlier.
it,
Uh,
I guess I can't help
Are,
acting like a woman.
details the activities of a
You've
group
been
of
honest with
modern-day
me on DVD.
Los Angelinos who are members of a cult that worships Gamba, the great devil god.
Of what?
So
I mean it.
there's our rundown.
There's more to it than just, well, call it premonition or woman's intuition if you like, but I'm afraid.
Is that how woman's intuition works?
I'm afraid I'm going to lose you
To a dream.
That's what I've been
to a
told.
dream that might be real.
You're the only real thing in my life.
No, except for the doll. No, Rick.
I love you so.
Hey, you two, break it up.
Who prescribed that?
Best medicine in the world.
What is
Good for
Tom?
whatever ails you.
God damn.
Well, I think of the time I've wasted on vitamin pills.
Take care of yourself, darling. I'll see you soon.
Rick, be careful of the doll.
Ooh. And don't spank it too hard. Signal gas. Alright. I like seeing the old-timey advertisements in these.
He's gonna go set things right.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, he's going back to the puppet shop. Lamont's something.
Dollery.
Oh, Mr. Turner, I do hope I wasn't indiscreet yesterday.
No, no. Miss Trent, the young lady
But
who
you
was
ripped
with
a
me, was
really
just a little
bad
upset
one
at seeing
right in
a
front of her.
photograph and a doll.
Of course.
May I see the name on the back of that photograph?
Wonder
The
if he'll
one you
notice the
think is Miss
doll
Trent?
of his girlfriend pinned to the
I'm
wall.
sorry, but the doll and
He's not very
picture were picked
observant,
up by
so
the
probably
owner this
not.
morning.
It's literally like 2 feet to his
Well, then I'll
left.
take that other doll, the one of Miss...
Bianca Milan,
Bianca.
Yanka.
I anticipated your coming back.
How much do I owe you?
You paid me when you placed the order
Did I?
in full.
And then some. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Good day, Mr. Turner.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
He did. And it was right there behind him.
Not a very clever villain. Luckily, our hero's not very clever either, so it works out. Who's he taking this to? That can't be the hospital.
No.
Oh, it's like an address maybe on the card? Okay.
Miss Bianca Milan?
Mr.
I'm
Turner,
gonna take her instead.
I've been expecting you.
Yeah, this definitely seems like an upgrade. No lie.
You knew I was coming?
Not yet.
You were expecting me to deliver this.
I brought my package, if you know what I mean. She's eyeing him like a piece of meat.
Lovely. The resemblance is amazing, don't you think?
Not really. It's not even the same hair.
Shall we have a drink?
I prefer a little
She's ready.
conversation.
She's got that bar set up.
My questions. and your
Champagne
answers.
on ice. Look at that.
She's got a bar inside her living room. That's fantastic. You should have one of those.
Right by the front door.
Yeah, so you can get out real quick. In case things turn for the worst.
This is our first drink together.
Drinking champagne out of a
We should
martini
mark the
glass.
occasion
All right,
with a
why not?
toast.
I think that's how they did it back then.
No. Yeah, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Why not?
Portrait doll.
And the sweet mysteries of life.
So how did she come to him in that spectral form, do you think?
She knows. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that look. She has powers.
I hope you're hungry. I thought you might like to
yeah.
dine here. Just the two of us.
She's got the powers of a
I serve
flimsy
at Ahmed.
burnoose.
It's very well with Occidental dishes.
Who's this guy?
Oh, here we go.
You may serve us now, Ahmed.
My manservant, Chong. Oh, God.
I'm a little speechless myself.
Oh, shit.
I found him in Tibet.
In
He
Tibet. Oh,
belongs to an
okay,
ancient
sure.
cult of worshippers who believe sacrifice brings immortality. His tongue was his sacrifice.
Yeah, the Tibetans were well known for their human
Well, there's many
sacrifice.
strange religions.
What did she just say about his tongue?
A foot long? I don't know. I didn't hear it.
I don't know.
Forgive me for being so persistent, but what made you so
Touch her
sure I was
forehead,
coming
wasn't
here tonight?
I invited you and you accepted.
That was your first mistake.
Let's be more specific. I'm here for just one
I
reason.
want you to drop
I
that
know why you're
burnoose.
here, Rick.
Then you know about the dreams.
Naturally. It's a simple process of thought projection.
Yeah, you know,
Thought
everyone does it.
transference.
Thought project. You're telling me that you danced and talked to me from this apartment? And I received your image and voice in my room?
You doubt me?
Of course not. I guess
That's
you're the number
normal.
of a good
Whatever.
psychiatrist.
I'm cool, baby. Now let's get down to business.
Maybe I'm a little
Let's
dense, but
drink
I
out of the
don't understand
tiniest
all
little coffee cups ever.
this. Well, for
Those
one
are from the
thing,
dollhouse.
Why me?
You appeal to me.
Why does a woman with your attributes have to go to
So
these
smart.
extremes to demand visitors? Why didn't you just whistle or something?
Would you have answered?
Perhaps not. But then I'm going to be married.
There's your
Down the
answer.
hatch.
then. I had to condition you.
Just
Word
enough
on
coffee to get him
resistance.
through the rest of the evening.
Make you want me. So I visited you through mental projection. You may not admit
Speaking
it,
of projecting, baby.
but I am firmly planted in your subconscious.
Could be. But what's so special about me that put you to so much trouble?
I saw you, I wanted you. That made you special.
We can't always have everything we want.
Oh man, don't just go
I
with it.
can.
This thought projection. Is it a special power you have, or can anyone play?
He's telling my manservant again. Oh God.
Will you prepare a drink for Mr. Turner and myself, Emmett?
Aren't you two already loaded?
Relax, Rick. Make yourself
A
comfortable.
special drink. I'm guessing it has narcotics in it. Oh God.
She's got a doll too.
Recognize him?
Me?
It helps in concentrating to have the image of the person to whom one's thoughts are directed.
I brought the poison, ma'am.
Oh, look at this drink.
Yeah.
This is no gentle
Give me the
Ben.
Yeah.
recipe, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde.
You're amused.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what you'll be drinking later.
I'll take you seriously, I promise.
This reminds me of college.
Well, let's just try everything we can find.
Yep.
Tastes
like
devil
lawn
food.
clippings. Checking out the caboose. All right, gotcha. Uh-oh, she's gonna jam that in a really bad place.
Just dim the lights.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just like
I
college.
can bring any distance between us. No matter how great or how small.
And she looks over at him when she says small.
Concentration is essential.
Hey.
I can tell when I've made contact with
Ooh,
you.
made contact. Yeah.
When my thoughts and my image have reached you. Just relax and close your eyes.
Now the poison will make you relaxed.
Look at that fire. That's going to catch that cabinet.
Great calm.
He's thinking
your
about
eyes.
Dodger scores.
Yeah. He seems like kind of a dimwit,
Quite
doesn't he?
clearly now. Tell me what you see.
I see.
I see
I
Warren
see.
Spahn up on the mound.
You're transparent. Cast no shadow, no reflection. There are disturbances
I
around.
see your profile and
Wind.
I like it.
getting a little tight in my pants. Might need to be alone
You're
for a
not
minute.
real. You're.
Turn around, Rick. I'm here behind you.
Uh-oh. And fully nude. Nope. All right.
Damn.
That's 1961. Probably not.
What are you?
Don't you know?
You're a she-devil.
She-devil.
A witch.
You're evil. But beautiful. Fascinating.
Is this the pilot for Bewitched?
Yes. That's Darren. Although he's about the same
Rick.
intellectual
So
level as
once
Darren,
was.
so maybe.
You would not have looked at me. I was unhappy and lost until I discovered Gamba.
Gamba.
There's
devil
Gamba.
God.
He's our devil,
I belong to
whatever,
a
god.
cult that worships Gamba. We met the high executioner at the doll shop, Francis Lamont.
He
I
gave
didn't
you
ask
this
for this
power.
much backstory,
Thought
but okay.
projection.
It's more than that. I've been given the power to control my destiny.
Control my density.
I've had everything life could offer until I saw you. I wanted you just as much as you want me now.
I don't think that's
You've already
possible.
begun to forget Donna
How
Trent.
did you see him in the first place, though?
Probably just wandering down the street, looking to drop off some mail, and then there he was, picking his nose. He's like, yeah, I gotta have me some of that.
She-devil, whatever you are, I want you.
Oh my God.
You must become one of us.
Don't let
first.
Alan see this.
You must take the oath to Gamba.
tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever it takes, lay down and get
Yeah,
healthcare.
yeah. I'll promise anything.
Now,
That's all he gets? Shit.
there's a meeting in progress. The High Executioner will perform the rites at midnight.
Sure, that sounds normal.
Wait a minute.
Just hurry.
The High Executioner, like,
That kind of implies someone was going to get killed.
right. I would think twice about joining any kind of, like, religion where the leader's called the High Executioner.
Didn't stop you before.
Yeah.
That's a sweet ride. Look at that thing.
She's doing well.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this will be a good time for our second sponsor, Geppetto Puppets and More of San Ysidro, California. Everyone loves puppets. The creepier, the better. At Geppetto Puppets and More, we have all manner of puppets and puppetry, including marionettes, ventriloquism dolls, and Muppet-style toys for the kids. Geppetto Puppets and More. No doubt inspired by
Welcome.
tonight's
The
episode.
ceremony is underway.
Good evening, Francis. Mr. Turner wishes to join us.
I shall perform the rites after the
My mother
sacrifice.
had it, like one of
Shall
those
we go in?
realistic, like China face dolls that she wanted to give to my daughter and prop up around the house. I'm like, no fucking way, get that thing out of here.
Yeah.
Those are creepy.
Yeah, put that in the closet. You're like, oh, thanks.
Oh,
thanks,
here
Mom.
we go. Look at this.
Our goddess of love.
I thought this was going to be a Kingston
The
Trio
anchors are
show.
on.
Bring on the folk music.
I don't think Batman would approve of this.
I don't know if this is the kind of show where you can say this, Rory, but I'm just going to come out and say it.
Oh.
This seems like the kind of religion where they want you to abuse the altar boys. Yep. Oh, Lord. You know, it's amazing, like, even back in 1961, how progressive they were about portraying people of color.
Oh,
in
sure.
films.
Oh, yeah. So she went to Juilliard for this, huh?
Right. You just get to be, if you're a person of color, you just get to be an exotic backdrop that has no speaking role in 1961.
And a devil worshiper, apparently.
Yes.
Tonight is the first night of the full moon.
She's dressed like Little Red Riding Hood.
We must offer up sacrifice to Gamba. It's the devil god's decree that we offer a human for appeasement.
A human? You mean they're
For
going
a
to kill
piece of what?
someone?
Not necessarily, but a human is going to be offered on the altar of sacrifice, and it's up to Gamba to decide.
It's not going to be me, is it?
How does he make his decision?
It's like Russian roulette, except the odds are greater. Look up there. In our ceremony,
What the hell is that?
What the hell?
concealed in a
Another
wooden
another
cup
cheap
hanging.
prop offered up by this movie.
The wheel is spun, and Gamba makes his decision. The cover is lowered upon the heart of the subject. If the sword is in the cover,
Well, she's really getting into this.
pierces the heart.
I know.
If Gamba decides to spare his
She likes the
subject
weird stuff.
I think he's forgotten all about his girlfriend in the hospital.
harmlessly,
Sounds like a million laughs. Does everybody get to play?
no. The subject is selected when in doubt of his loyalty during his test period.
Have you ever been...
My loyalty.
Have
has
you ever
been
danced with the
proven.
devil in the pale moonlight? Yeah. Maybe this is like the beatniks. You know, they do this kind of drum thing and do poetry.
Yeah. My parents would have been doing something like this in Old Town Chicago about 1961. I know they would have. They were beatniks, sitting on the floor on cushions, listening to folk music.
Look at this guy.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Like touched his nipple?
Is he a cop?
O worshippers of Gamba, the great devil god, hear me well. Tonight is the first night of the full moon. The tides
Wait a minute.
rise to
How many
their
nights of a full
highest
moon are
level
there?
and
Well,
vibrations
isn't there just
fill
one?
the air. It is a
Apparently in
time
this movie
for
there's more than one.
restlessness and madness. It is a time for death. For
I mean, it just doesn't
Gamba
linger
the-
there as a full moon. It's
Gamba, the
This
great
bald,
devil
sweaty
god,
guy seems a little out of his
commands that
element here.
One of you,
Like everyone else's looks, I guess, kind of
a
normal, and
human
then he's like,
sacrifice
I don't
must
know.
be offered. Only Gamba
Look at
can
this guy.
determine whether a life will be taken. The judgment is his.
All right, get to it, Pops. Who's getting
Bring in the
greased?
subject.
get down, get down.
Where's the gong? I haven't seen the gong. All right. Oh, here we go.
Stiff as a board, light as a feather.
She's planking. Don't they call it planking?
Yes.
There's the gong again.
He's got the complete
Oh,
set of
Gamba,
dolls behind him.
Great
Talk about a
devil
complete
god,
set. Goddamn,
ruler
she's
of
laying down
man's
and still-
destiny. We offer
Bras
this
were different
lovely
back
girl
then.
Yeah,
as a
it must have been.
sacrificial altar. You alone in your wisdom will judge her. If she is unworthy, if her loyalty is in doubt, then she must be
She's gonna
punished.
explode out of her own face. Look
Oh, that
She's
guy.
so
Look at
excited.
this
Deserving
guy.
and fit to serve you, your
Need to have like a
power
bead of
alone
sweat running down the side of
will
his face.
spare her.
And we light her on fire. Oh,
Yeah,
there's your
well, speaking of which, that fire's really close to the curtain.
there's your 10-foot pole right there.
Oh, come on. Look at that thing.
That's Andy.
How much cardboard do you think is in that?
That's Andy's 10-foot pole right there.
O great Gamba, highest executioner, supreme devil, god of evil, make your
What?
decision. Shall the maiden live?
I tell you what though, these actors who are in these crap can movies, it really shows you like how they're able to maintain their composure while all this stupid shit is happening
Yeah.
around them.
Because they have to know.
Well,
they
yeah,
know,
of course
right?
they know.
Like, this is just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah. That'd be funny if that curtain lit on fire. That's his guitar pedal there.
All right, what's about to happen? So we're supposed to think, did she say one of these is a real blade and the rest are... I don't, that guy's just so
Those things
distracting.
are so
look
fake,
at it shake.
man.
The whole thing is like... Oh, thank goodness.
No.
I think she's okay.
Praise Gamba.
Gamba.
Gamba protects his own, the girl
What's Gamba?
lives.
Is it Gamba or is it
thank
Gamba?
you,
It's
great
both.
Gamba.
You say Gamba, I say Gamba.
Sorry, let's call the whole thing off. Oh, God, that thing is so deep looking.
You have proven yourself well.
They have to straighten that later because everyone's going to know that's the fake one.
Yeah. I don't think that lady's wearing any
It's our
underwear.
turn now.
Gamba forbids it.
Yeah, right.
He has been informed of our code and beliefs.
Yes,
Got a nice
sir.
shot of that ice in your glass on the audio here.
That's nice. Well, let me tell you about the Gentle Ben. It has an ounce of vodka,
Oh,
An
great
ounce of gin,
Gamba, we offer a new
an ounce of
subject who has
tequila,
come to
and then
join
what's
us.
left you fill up with orange juice.
During
Wow.
his trial period, watch
Sounds
him,
dangerous.
study
I mean, it's
him,
a-
and then
I mean, it had to last me through a whole
test
hour and a
him,
half.
O
Yeah.
great devil god. Will you swear absolute allegiance to the great devil god Gamba?
I will.
Sure.
And also to
Will
Batman.
you follow his commands without question? Though it means someone's destruction, even your own?
Yeah, why not?
You will,
I mean,
above
look at her.
all else,
Sure.
seal your lips and swear yourself to secrecy.
I will.
Shit.
You, his sponsor, will be held accountable. You accept
His
this
AA
responsibility?
sponsor.
I do.
It is done.
Talk to the hand.
From this moment on, there is no turning back. You are one of us now. A member of the
One
cult
of
the
us.
great
One
devil
of
god
us.
Gamba. Guard this privilege well.
So I was checking out the Wikipedia
better.
on this. Apparently, this was
Yeah.
filmed at least partially in Mexico City.
A new life is going to
And
begin.
That's the only place some of this would be legal, I think.
really, and also in L.A., it was released on a double bill with something called Bloodlust.
What's this guy up to? Bloodlust.
Yeah, apparently that Belmont Hospital is a real place because that was one of the filming locations.
Yeah, some good shit.
It opened in Mexico in 1962, and also released in Venezuela and West Germany. Ooh, the theme from The Devil's Hand, that music at the beginning, was released as a single.
I can see that.
It
Didn't White Zombie do that? Devil hand, devil hand.
it hit the Billboard Hot 100. Wow. All right, cool.
You'll never escape me, darling.
The few critics who reviewed The Devil's Hand
God help me.
when
I
it was
won't.
released panned it. Not surprising. Calling it a substandard horror feature. The plot,
Horror?
yeah, the plot is so absurd and charmed in
Wait a minute.
dead earnest.
What the hell's going on now? We're at the track?
Yeah, they gotta bet the ponies.
That makes 8 straight.
That's the fakest
Incredible
looking.
red horse collar.
Happens all the time.
There's some stock footage. All right.
I just can't get over it. Yesterday you called me and said, buy every available share. Today it started to skyrocket. Last week you said, sell Amalgamated Industries.
I told you were
Hey,
full of
whatever
shit.
happened?
The bottom dropped out.
Whatever
Just lucky,
happened
I
to
guess.
Amalgamated Industries?
Something more than
I
that.
think it got bought out by Microsoft
Someone is giving you some very valuable tips.
or Amazon.
Well, let's just say I have a good advisor.
An Eskimo.
Goodbye, Mr. Bennett.
Have you noticed how much glasses biting there is in this movie? That's how you appear thoughtful, apparently.
Yes.
You put your glasses in your mouth.
Yes. And also the close-ups followed by the dramatic sting. Well, he really tied one on.
Uh-oh.
I wonder where I live.
Yes, do. See your girlfriend at the hospital. She misses you.
Darling. Weeks! Tried for weeks to reach you. Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Just throw it away.
He ain't got time for that shit.
Well,
He's got a
you,
date with Commissioner Gordon
should
and
feel
Betty
very
here.
proud of your protege. He's passed every test so far. Not once has he weakened an attempted contact with Miss Trent.
I never thought he would.
Your confidence in him is quite admirable, my dear. I am a little surprised.
At what?
He's
This
such a
little romance of
dumbass.
yours has lasted longer than the others.
I've always come back to you, Francis.
Of course.
Francis.
That's why I can afford to be so tolerant of your brief affairs.
You're
You will
screwing
keep
around.
this one brief, won't you, my dear?
What's he doing?
So, if you think about it, this Gamba must be real. I mean, because she's hitting
Your
the
Rick will
ponies,
receive
she's
the
making
loyalty
good stock
test
investments.
now.
I mean, there's something to that.
She's
I
ensorceling
hope he merits
men.
your belief in him.
Something must be going right.
Right. I mean, this is some real divine power here. You can't discount this. He's right to join up.
Yeah, might as well, right? Strike while the iron is hot. Is that what they say?
It isn't Rick Turner, Bianca's private property.
Well, what are you doing here?
What?
Our lost was the nearest bar.
Looks like you've had enough already.
Rick, I'm in trouble. Isn't there some place we can go and talk?
How about the alley?
Come on.
How about the seat of my car? No.
My apartment.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Coffee's still hot. Would you like some?
I'm hot enough for both of us.
You'd better drink this.
Here.
Okay.
What's your problem?
How do you get out, Rick? How do you get your soul back?
I'm drinking.
Devil God Gumby's got your soul, too. Don't you want
Is that the same thing she was wearing the other night in
You
the
don't know what you're
basement?
saying. You're drunk.
Oh, was she in the basement? I don't know.
Gotta get out.
Oh yeah, she was. There was a little setting shot with her.
Oh,
We
okay.
all have. For your own sake, don't say anymore.
Why? Would you tell
She's in
me?
the cult.
Oh yeah.
What makes you think I won't?
Well, you have
the
to
cult.
tell.
Yeah, she was definitely wearing the same pearls that night.
You don't belong in this any more than I do.
She's in the cult of Jack
Should have
Daniels.
thought of that before you joined.
Well, you don't know. They play with evil like it was some kind of a new toy.
She got undrunk kind of fast.
Wait a minute. That lamp was by
Put
his
all the
bed.
goodness
Now
out
it's
of
by
you.
his couch.
You forget what it's like to be kind.
Maybe this room is also his
Become a
bedroom. Maybe
robot.
maybe that thing
Without any
folds
will of
out.
your own.
It flips around,
Yeah.
yeah.
Things
That would
they
make
make
sense.
you do.
He's a back.
I mean, he quit his job.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
He probably
you don't
has
have to
just
make
one
you do
room.
those things anymore.
One
You
room
do
if
them
he's
because
lucky.
you want to, and then it's too late because you're past all decency.
Shut up.
Decency is for suckers.
Shut up.
You're afraid, not for me, but for yourself.
Shut
Oh, I
up.
know the pattern well. Bianca has used her powers for you, hasn't she?
Now, is it Bianca
Give you
or
a taste of
Bianca
easy
for the
money.
last
And show you
goddamn
what you'll be able
time?
to do when you receive these powers.
Stop it.
Stop it.
It's
They can't even say their own god's name. They don't know what anyone's name is.
Stop it. You're turning me
I'd give
on.
anything to go back, to live again without fear.
You'd better go.
Why don't you stumble on home?
You are afraid.
Do you think this is
Just
some
get out
sort
of
of
here. I
test?
should never have listened to you.
Uh,
on, get out. I don't wanna hear
probably. I don't know.
Yeah, because they were just talking about how he hasn't stumbled yet.
Yeah, but at some point the plot has to meander into him being suspicious of it, right? Like it has to eventually get to the point where he goes against the cult.
Tell Miss
Maybe
Milano.
Wang here will set him straight.
I don't know if you caught that. He just said, "Tell Miss Milan I'm here," but I think he has no tongue. Like he's never spoken. I don't think he speaks.
I'll have one too.
Well,
He must just wave his
I
hand.
don't think they gave me the minority speaking parts. Like I don't know if he can speak.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Right. He'd have to have like a SAG card to do
Right.
it.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, darling, you're trembling.
Am I? Bianca, what would you do if I told you?
What?
I'm hung like a mule.
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
I'm John Hamm.
What's troubling you? Maybe I can help.
John Hamm and
Well, I've learned of it.
Madeline Kahn.
I mean, I've heard
If only.
there's a disloyal member in the
I have to say, I'm digging
Why does
these
this
apartments.
trouble
If
you?
I could set up my house
Kind of
like this, I
confused.
totally would.
With a bar in the living room.
The crazy screen that's just bolted onto the wall, lit up from behind somehow.
What will they
Yeah.
do?
That's not your concern.
She'll be tested. That's it.
She's
Isn't
coming
it?
right out of that top.
She'll be placed under the wheel. Bianca, I can't.
One false move and it's
Must.
hello, sailor.
Have you forgotten your own loyalty may be tested?
Don't reach up for anything on a high shelf.
You love me. You won't
If you
hesitate.
drop something, just
Not
leave
for
it
a
there.
minute. Darling, I took an oath with you.
Oh,
Remember?
darling.
If you don't report this girl, you place me in
Maybe he
equal
likes her because of the accent, because his fiance also has an accent.
I couldn't bear it not to see you again.
I'm sure that's the attraction.
I couldn't bear not to see your lumpiness again.
What's keeping him?
He'll be here in a minute.
I think they're moving that same plant from room to room. That was in the last apartment
They
too.
can afford one plant
All
for
these
this movie.
dolls just staring at you.
They spent a lot of money on these
Frank is quite
dolls.
fanatic about them,
Well,
especially his
maybe, I
own.
don't know.
In his eyes, his doll is his soul.
Ha ha! Oh, there's
Gamble is
Drunky.
pleased. You've done well, Rick.
Hey, what is this?
I'll give him my report to
Yeah.
Alright.
You mean this whole thing was a setup? Precisely.
Say you were right, David. It
You
was a
play some
setup.
nice games.
You may
Everybody knew it except for
wait for
him.
me
Yeah.
in the other room.
Hey, what's going on
Back to
here?
the bar.
I don't wish to detain you, but if you'd give me just a moment more.
Excuse me, darling.
I have to go to the Batmobile.
Did he ever do anything else after Batman?
You know what? That's a good question. Let's find out.
Probably The Love Boat. Everybody did that.
Well, yeah, let's see. Neil Hamilton.
If you
let's
lived that
see. Filmography. Not really. Batman was one of his last roles. He was in a movie called Strategy of Terror, which sounds like a B movie.
Well, you ready?
And then something called
Night, Rick. Night.
Which Way to the Front, which sounds like a military comedy maybe, and that was it.
I've heard of that actually.
Those are the last
Yeah.
two. Yeah, so Batman was pretty much his main deal. Now, he did act a lot before this movie, so let's see. 1961 was this movie. So he did... Yeah.
He's hidden her picture away.
So yeah, he started acting in 1918. Holy shit. Something called The Beloved Imposter, which does not even have a Wikipedia page. He was in something called The Great Romance in 1919, which does have a Wikipedia page. A silent film. Yeah.
How long did people get to stay in the hospital back then?
Months, I guess.
There she is.
Well, I thought there was a note saying that he hasn't seen her in weeks, so I guess they're moving.
I know, but still, yes, but I didn't realize she was still in the hospital.
There's not even anything hooked up to her. Like, if she was in the hospital that long, there'd be a heart monitor, there'd be, you know, she'd be on,
they completely forgot about her.
She'd be on a ventilator or something, yeah.
Nurse? Oh,
Medically induced coma.
I have a new one.
Oh.
Rick. I understand.
Do you?
Yeah, so this lady, well, the lady playing Bianca is American.
Being tied down to an
I
invalid.
think. Let's take a look.
Donna, no, you don't.
Yeah. Oh, she's Mexican. Oh, interesting.
It's enough that
Huh.
you came.
Okay, so her accent might be somewhat legit.
Listen to me,
She
Donna.
must be wearing a blonde wig, though.
You may not believe what I'm going to tell you.
Let's see. Ariadna Welter
Midnight
is this
tonight, you're
woman.
going to be
She's
all right.
also Mexican. Huh.
Any discomfort you feel will
All right.
disappear. Your strength will return.
There you go.
Your health will be restored.
At midnight. What makes you so sure?
Just trust me.
Just trust me. If I've ever steered you wrong,
Yeah.
it's not like
I've been gone for a month doing whatever.
it's not like I
Trust
led
me.
you into a puppet cult or anything. So he let one go right before he left. Stupid white man.
It's got to be the dancer lady from the club.
Oh, it might be, yeah.
It's getting rather late. I should be leaving.
Thank you for
Sure
dropping
don't want a
by,
nightcap, Commissioner Gordon.
My dear, you're an extraordinary woman, but a woman nevertheless.
Yep,
It took a lot of
Nevertheless,
Nevertheless.
reasoning
that's
at Mary
disappointing.
Ann's.
you're worthless.
It was for a purpose, wasn't it?
It was, my dear. However, don't you think this relationship has reached its end?
No.
You mean because Rick visited this girl today, you think you're losing your hold on him?
If I lose my hold on him, how can you hope to keep yours? If he should leave the county,
He's got him by the short and curlies.
What is it you feel should be done?
More smoking.
get rid of the girl.
Get rid of the girl.
Yeah.
I feel like we're rising to some sort of plot climax here.
Yeah, I think we're, let's see, 47 minutes in. So yeah, we're looking at Act 2 plot point here. But he realizes that they're out. He probably stops them from killing her.
Wait, does he have a key to the doll shop?
Apparently.
That's like level 2 of the cult. You get keys
All right, so
once you pass the test.
yeah, so I think it's time for our third and final sponsor of this episode, G&H Wholesalers of Gackle, North Dakota. For all your international import-export needs, call G&H Wholesalers at 1-800-NOT-THE-MAFIA. Don't tell your friends, don't tell your neighbors. In fact, you better keep your big, fat lip shut. G&H Wholesalers.
Let's not be hasty.
So there we go.
We'll, wait
Is
a
that
few
Gackle,
days and see
did you
what
say?
happens.
Gackle, North Dakota,
As you
correct.
say. Are you going home now?
Not directly,
gonna get some
no,
hate mail.
I have to go back to
Right. All three people that live there.
Good night, my dear.
Good night.
"1961. Men still wore hats when they went out."
Yep, and suits. You know, I think that probably ended with the hippie era, I'm guessing, or like right before that.
I remember my father buying hats.
So he took it out and jammed it back in, huh? I'm sure she's loving that.
Yeah, it's like second thoughts.
Yeah.
It's going well for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's under the armpit. He's doing an armpit thing there. Look,
Yeah.
she's just hanging there through the dress.
Oh, I see. He's gonna fake. He's gonna fake the. Okay.
I tell you, this guy's an idiot. He has no idea what he's doing. He didn't notice the doll for the first time. It was we
Well,
wanted
only
the
be a
shot,
few minutes.
but no one's going to notice the shiny tape on it.
Right.
Or me closing the door. Where do I go?
Oh no, it's Commissioner
Quick,
Gordon.
hide!
He should have that.
Down here.
He should have that Irish guy with him, the police captain from Batman. That'd be cool. Captain O'Malley, I think his name was. I can't remember.
They keep those torches burning all day long, don't they?
One of the cultists is assigned to keep refilling them. All right, fellow Americans. Oh, the jig is up. One of those is the wah pedal. Got a wah.
Look at that thing just shake as it moves.
It's got a wah pedal down there, a distortion pedal.
I'm fooled by a curtain. Fucking.
Door. What are you doing down here, my dear? Oh, it's a mannequin.
I swear that's the Bianca statue.
Yeah.
That's the Bianca doll.
That's actually her just standing there.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
See, I bet this is the part they filmed in Mexico because of the, they could have those fires burning all the time next to all the flammable stuff. Nobody cared.
I like how they just pulled in a bunch of stuff from other non-Christian religions that try to make this seem exotic.
Yeah. I saw an episode of what was it, Have Gun Will Travel, where they did that too. There was a guy who was supposedly this, exporter of or importer of Eastern goods, or something, and it was like every friggin' Hindu, Buddhist, everything, like all over the place. I'm like, do these people know those are different religions?
It's remarkable. The pain's gone. And outside of being a little weak from too much bed rest, I feel fine.
And not enough alcohol.
How on earth did you... All
Here's
right,
your
I won't
tincture.
ask any more questions.
Yeah, don't take anything from this woman.
No. She's gonna do an interpretive
Will I see
dance
you
and blow
again?
your mind.
Why didn't nurses stop wearing those hats?
All right,
I don't know. I think sometimes they still do.
I understand.
Only at Halloween,
Goodbye, Rick.
And the naughty nurse outfit.
right?
Well, how do you feel today?
Oh, she's a speaking part. Look at that.
That's good. I brought you some coffee. If you need anything else, just ring the bell.
Doesn't like being touched by a black woman. I just gotta call 1-800-CULT. 1-800-GAMBA.
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Look at
Mary?
how awesome that chair is.
Thank you.
Like that top couldn't decide what it wanted to be.
Right.
Oh, here's her manservant Chong or Wong or whatever his name is. I don't think they ever gave him a name, did they?
Ahmed, prepare some drinks for
Oh,
us. I'm
Ahmed?
expecting
He's-
Mr. Turner.
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that's right. Keep it coming.
Yeah. I mean, all the furniture in this movie just seems made for drinking.
I got your message. It sounded urgent.
Frank is calling a meeting at 10:30 tonight.
Well, what's up?
We don't question Frank. We just obey. Aren't you going to kiss me?
You witch.
Aren't
You
you going to kiss
beautiful,
me?
evil witch.
Maybe. What's it to you? Yeah.
I mean, all in all, this has been a pretty good cult for him.
Oh yeah.
I'll never want to go.
And if they fall for
You
that tape
remember that.
routine, boy, he's in for sure. Maybe tonight he'll get lucky. God, I would hope at this point he's gotten lucky.
What's
I
going
know,
on?
he hasn't gone through the full initiation yet.
True, he's still got that suit on, so.
You love me?
You know I do.
Yep, just like college.
It's odd, isn't it? How sometimes the things we do so innocently It can be misinterpreted.
She's doing one of those things where you can make the music with
For
the
instance,
glasses.
Someone
You rub the rim
might
of it.
completely
Pardon the
misunderstand.
expression. And you've
close
seen it where they line them up and they do like a song.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. I went to church.
Well, that's it.
It's true, isn't it? You've been to see her. You've spoken with
You
her on the
stuck your
phone.
tongue in her mouth.
Listen to me.
That's not
Maybe
the only
once
place I
I
stuck
thought I
it,
was
honey.
in love with Donna, but that's over with.
Is it?
What do you...
I think I'd like to be sure.
Uh-oh.
How much proof do you need?
Alright, that's good enough. Oh. That glass wasn't full.
Every waking minute you're on my mind. Even when I sleep,
It's not
I
the only
can't
thing that's full.
He's about 2 inches from
You're all
Peter
around.
here. Just pull that down a little bit more.
In the rain and in the sunlight. You're as much me as I am.
Motorboat.
I know what you are. I know what you've made me, but it doesn't matter. Nothing does. I can't kiss you without wanting more. I'll
You
never
really see
have-
where Alan Alda got his acting chops.
Yes,
I
yes.
thought I'd lose you.
You'd what?
The apple did not fall far from the tree.
That's Hot Lips, and there's, okay.
All right.
There's Miles Davis.
This poor guy. He's probably like a really good drummer, just like stuck in this movie
Yeah.
as eye candy.
We shall begin.
Yep.
The great Gamba has been offended.
Uh-oh.
He demands retribution.
Look at this sweaty guy.
There
Looks
is
like
a
Chris Berman
traitor
from
among us.
ESPN.
Someone in this room does not belong. The devil god has been betrayed. Traitor! Hear me well, you have been discovered.
What?
Gamba knows which one you are. At midnight tonight, you shall die.
Woo!
Gamba will be avenged.
Well, shit.
We shall meet again here at
Who will it
12:30.
be?
One of you will not be among us.
It's the sweaty guy.
It must be that guy. Yeah, they keep showing him. It's gonna be him. He doesn't know it yet.
Oh man, look at him.
Look, drive ahead. Look
Is
ahead.
Gamba following him? Here we go, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Everybody's sweating it.
Who will it be? She knows it's not her. She's
Have Ahmed
Yeah.
shut that music off?
Darling, it's so good.
Yeah, sure.
That's good.
He's probably more into big bands. Well, that was a waste of a stick.
Oh, there it is.
Oh shit. Here we go.
What are they? Is it going to be a pin? Is it the fire? What's going to happen to him? Just rip the head right off the doll. Nope, the pin. No, right now. What the?
You get one in the eye.
Yeah, you got it. This Gamba's real. I mean,
Yeah.
this is you can't argue with the outcomes here. That's better than what you get with the Episcopalians.
Yeah. You can go to
Oh,
Gamba,
great
then hit
Gamba,
the ponies,
justice
or
has
go to
been
the stock
done.
market. Sure, why not?
Your unworthy
Right.
servant has been eliminated. Let Gamba's betrayer
Immolate
serve as an
your
example
enemies.
for the rest of them. The traitor Lindell did not
This
believe.
guy's real sweaty too.
He was here to expose.
Yeah, he's like,
He
"Where's
was
my
going
friend?"
to publicize this and maliciously attack the great devil god. The danger is past. The intruder has been removed from our midst.
Half the people in that room are like, whew. Thought it was me.
One moment, please.
Uh-oh.
You will stay.
Oh shit. We're removing all the fat guys.
Come here.
We were just
The light
friends.
is better, and there's something I want you to see.
Uh-oh. I made a doll just
Believe
for
me,
you.
Frank. Francis, I had no
How
idea.
long have you been with us now?
Over a year?
Over a year. When you can still be so foolish, so dangerously careless.
But he lied to me, too. I didn't know he was a newspaper man.
Here are some of the notes he was making. Not very flattering, are they?
That one guy is real fat.
If I
Fatter
would have
than
known,
me.
I wouldn't have sponsored him. I swear it.
Would you be good enough to get your doll from the shelf?
Oh, snap. The ultimate punishment.
If he goes and gets the doll like he's asked, he can just run away with
Right.
it. No. I
Hello,
took the
doll.
doll.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Run off
Oh,
and
just a
throw
moment.
it in the river.
Bianca, it's Mary calling from the hospital.
Now it's Bianca again.
Hello, Mary. Thank
Mary,
you for
Mary,
calling.
quite contrary.
Don't think you'll be needing you any longer at the hospital.
How did you hear about it? She was only discharged a few minutes ago.
Discharged. But that's impossible. I see.
Uh-oh. He sees
Just a
the,
minute.
he sees the tape.
Someone finally looked at that doll.
Rick. How nice of you to come for me.
Oh, don't be nice to me, Donnie. You're just making things more difficult.
Uh-oh.
She just left.
Have to let her down easy.
Mr. Terry picked her up.
Thank you, Mary.
She was at that hospital long enough to have a big suitcase full of clothes, but couldn't leave the hospital.
No.
It seems your first suspicions were correct.
There's no doubt now, but it was Rick who was in here the other evening.
I shall have to use greater discretion in passing out keys.
He's
What do you intend doing with us?
you got to revoke his level 2
I have
status.
my own plans for it.
Yep.
As you wish.
What do you think, Mr. Oboe?
Then this gesture is just for old time's sake.
Something like that.
I got a gesture
I could
for
see
you.
that being.
Pretty fancy car.
I could see that being Mexico.
Belongs
Look
to
at
a friend
that.
of mine.
No, that's
Sort of
that's
landscape
LA.
there.
No, because the hospital exterior is a real place. According to the Wikipedia page, anyway.
Oh yeah, and Signal Gas across the street.
Yeah. And
I know I owe
motel.
you some sort of explanation.
Triple
but
A.
there's very little I can say. Don, I want you
When
to
in
leave.
LA,
Leave
stay
this
at
town.
motel.
Move away, far away from me.
AAA approved.
Why?
I can't give you any explanations that would make any sense. Just
Let me
believe
just
me.
tell you this. Blah, 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 blah,
For
blah.
your own sake and for mine, Donna, I'm asking you to leave.
How long do you think that hat's gonna stay on his head once he starts driving?
Maybe he's got it pinned to his head.
All right.
He's got it stapled on. And crash. Uh-oh.
He's got a better car. I don't think he had a Cadillac before.
Yeah. Well, the Colts, you know, he made money with his stock picks, you know.
Amalgamated industries.
That sounds like one of those fake companies that James Bond works for in the early movies.
Donna.
Oh, Donna!
Donna.
Donna, you whore.
Donna.
Donna, can you hear me?
Donna.
Is she getting hypnotized?
I think so.
Who are you?
They're gonna have some girl-on-girl action
It's
here.
not easy to reach you. But I'm beginning to. Donna.
Oh, now he's. Well, who's behind the door? Oh, I see. All right. brought out the extra dancer for
Where
this
have you
one.
been? I've been calling you all evening.
I'm sorry, some things to attend to.
You might have at least
I had
let
to
me
get my
know.
nails done.
Don't be angry, darling. I said I'm sorry.
Don't go away, Mad. Just go away. Bye. Is that a massage table?
It's the 60s. Yeah, it's the 60s. You have to have somebody playing a flute.
Yeah. He's really going to town with those drums.
And no one applauds.
No.
O worshippers of the great devil god Gamba, another full moon is above us. It is a time to pass judgment, a time to offer sacrifice, a time to test the unworthy.
Bring forth the
One
cardboard
among
wheel.
you must be called upon to prove his loyalty, to erase all doubt.
Erase all my debts.
Bring in the subject.
Uh-oh. I wonder if it's that fat guy.
The subject.
No, they don't have enough people there to carry that fat guy.
No, I think he's already dispensed with by falling down. That was the shorthand for we got rid of this guy.
That guy's got to be coked out of his mind. Oh, it's
I bet that's
Donna.
how half the actors in this were paid.
That's Donna, I bet. Don't you think?
Yep. Yeah, she got hypnotized.
Yeah. Do I know her? She seems familiar.
No.
Well, you don't have to use the doll.
This
She's
young
right there.
girl is to be the sacrifice. You stare at her without recognition, but there is one here who knows her.
Knows her all
She was
too
a
well.
part of his past. A past he should have deserted when he declared himself to Gamba.
I did, I swear it.
Why then did you enter these premises one night under the veil of darkness? Why then did you remove the pin from the doll, thereby
I think this is
administering
going to be the
cure?
final confrontation.
It better be, because we only got like 5 minutes left of this movie.
Bianca, tell him.
You've got to
Now it's
believe me.
Bianca.
Oh, great Gamba, he asks for your trust. This unworthy servant begs to be believed.
Sounds like
It
bullshit
is
to
for
me.
you to say.
That's my Gamba voice.
That is a big carpet.
There's a 10-foot pole.
Step forward.
I don't want to step forward.
Bend over.
Prove yourself. It shall be your hand that turns the wheel.
Yeah.
Why?
Is this like Jesus take the wheel?
Then I am to blame if the sword...
Blame? This is not a question of blame. This is a question of loyalty. Spin the wheel.
But why her? Test me if you must.
That is precisely what we are doing. Have you forgotten your oath of allegiance? You swore to follow the commands without question, though it meant someone's destruction, perhaps even your own.
We had it tattooed on your ass. How do you
Spin the
forget?
wheel.
She's just like, whatever. But where am I going to find another Mexican actress wife?
No, all right, I'll do it.
Alright, that's fine. It's just cardboard anyway.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
He's going to turn out and smack Commissioner Gordon with that thing. Or push him into the wheel, maybe. What do you think?
The guy it's just gonna fall off the ceiling.
Alright, you did good. Whatever you did.
I mean, other than the Wheel of Death, what's really bad about this cult?
Well, the killing. The hypnotism.
I mean, okay, there's a bunch of people sitting around in a basement on some cushions. They're getting rich,
She knows.
having sex.
Look at her eyes. It's all her doing. I warned you of the danger, but you wouldn't listen. You speak of a choice. There's no choice here. That knife is
Here's
set
his
to
big
kill.
monologue.
Murderers, all of you.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, there you go, David.
Oh, here we go.
Bound to happen.
This is pretty much how Plan 9 from outer space is. It's just everything catches up for you.
Look out, Frank!
Oh, there goes Commissioner Gordon. Killed by a cardboard knife. Boy, that's the way to go.
I wonder how many B movies just end this way. Like, I don't know how to end this movie. Let's just have it.
Yeah, the writers are sitting around like, man, you gotta find a way to dramatic ending. Yeah, set everything on fire. All right. Save the doll.
Are you all right?
Sure. Smoke inhalation, that's all. You know, I'm all right.
What was I doing in there?
Never mind.
Laying there
The
like a
important thing
log.
is that you're safe and free of it.
What was I doing in there? Well, I fucked up. That's what you were doing in there?
You didn't do much of anything. Here's some stock footage of a building on
Yes,
fire. All
darling,
right.
you're both
Yeah.
fine.
Definitely not the doll show.
No. Oops.
That's what he thinks.
Setting up the sequel. I can't wait till.
The end question
What's-
mark.
what's
There's
this?
a big question mark.
What's the sequel? The Devil's Handshake.
Yeah, the devil's haircut. All right. Well, that was definitely the devil's hand. What did you think?
Well, I thought it was what I expected. It was a chance to drink and watch a bad movie.
Yep.
Thanks for inviting me, Rory. This is awesome.
All right. Well, I do want to thank everybody for joining us on Two Drunk Guys Watch. And until next time, keep things interesting.